here from FBI. How's it going? So, today, as you, I'm sure you saw from clicking on this video, that the wait is over. Well, sort of. Finally, the R34 Nissan Skyline is available. Sort of. The reason I say sort of is because it's not the elusive Godzilla that everybody wants, which is the GTR. That's not available until next year. Until January of 2014. But this is the change of the body style, which was released in 1998 May. The R34 GTT, two-door, blah blah, rear-wheel drive. It has the RB25 Neo motor in it. Has the new redesigned body lines, different tail lights, different spoiler, comes with some different rims, you know, etc. It's got, those are the main changes on the outside. So, let's talk about it. Let's talk about this car I'm driving right now. This is a 1998 May. It is one of the first ones to come into Canada, the first legal R34s. There's a whole bunch of other ones that have been here for years, but don't get me started on those. I don't care why they're here. They're not 15 years old, so technically they're not legal. Doesn't matter what loophole, gray area, however you brought them in here. So, anyways, back to this car. This is a May 1998 R34 GTT. This one here has 58,000 kilometers on it. It has Tein suspension, some aftermarket rims. I don't remember the brand. Has an exhaust, which I thought was stock because it looked pretty stock from the tips, but actually it's a catback, a bullet exhaust, and it has a nice sound. Not too aggressive, not too loud. Just a nice throaty mix when you push on it and go. Body on this one's in good shape. It has a little bit of rust by the third brake light on the rear trunk, which is normal. A lot of most R34 GTTs have rust in that location. Sometimes they can also rust where the spoiler mounts to the hood, or sorry, the trunk. Also, they tend to have rust on the strut towers in the front as well. This one only has the rust in the back, so it's not too big of a deal. Probably didn't even notice it on the walk around video. So, what do I like about the R34, or this R34 anyways? This is the first one I've ever seen. And it has, the one nice change I noticed right away is that the battery is no longer behind that little partition in the back like the R33s. The R32, the battery was up front, just like any other car. Then, I remember picking up an R33 for the first time, and the battery, I was like, where the hell's the battery? Looking for the battery, can't find the battery. After some extensive searching, and looking around with it, I find the battery is in the trunk, behind this little plastic partition, and it's kind of an inconvenience, because it's got like half an inch of room on top of it. So for jumper cables, that's a pain. So if you need to jump your dead R33, that's annoying. Also, if you want to put a new battery in there, you know, North American style battery, our batteries are like 10 times the size, so they don't fit. You got to move the little battery tray. Oh, it's a big pain. Anyways, this one here, battery's back up front where it belongs. Is that a weight-saving thing? Is that for weight distribution? I don't know. I don't know enough about these cars to tell you otherwise, but that was one of the first things I noticed. So it's got more trunk space than the R33. Externally, like I said, the usual R34 thing. So, let's go to the inside. This is something that not a lot of people are going to see or compare to anyways. So the first thing in here, new steering wheel. That's pretty exciting, I guess. New cluster. The cluster looks great. It's kind of got the, like I say, the Toyota Altezza look. Kind of like a 3D, I don't know, it's hard to describe it, but it looks great. Really suits the car, really makes it look more modern. Definitely enjoyable. And this car doesn't have any extra gizmos up there, so it's all good. We got the climate control section. This has been totally changed again. It's kind of a thin little line here with a nice little dial for the temperature. And you got your front, your rear defrost, your air conditioning, etc. Above it, you'll notice we got a little gauge pod here for our voltage, our boost, our oil temp. That kind of refines the dash. It really gives it a more modern look in comparison to the other versions of the Skyline. Then we got the interior, which is great actually. I love this interior. It's the two-toned, kind of either dark gray or black on a lighter gray, and that's it. No fancy, you know, plaid things here or there. No, you know, odd seat configuration. It's just matching front, rear, side panels, back seat. Everything looks great. Very impressed with all that. For room inside the car for a tall person, it's got the usual amount of room. You know, my knees are here, kind of halfway up the steering wheel. And if the e-brake handle is pulled up, well, then my leg does kind of get stuck in between the e-brake handle and the steering wheel, but that's, you know, to be expected. Safety features, airbags for the front passenger, the front driver and passenger. This one here has keyless entry, which is definitely not a, well, it's a good feature to have. And yeah. This particular car drives great, super smooth. Basically, the battery was dead at the dock, gave it a jump, and after that, it's ran like a top the whole time. Very impressed with this car. Very happy with it. This car was not an auction car. Came straight from a dealer in Japan. So that was kind of, I don't normally buy cars like that, or you don't see that. I don't see that many cars that are just kind of picked like that. And the only pictures we had of this car were from an iPhone originally, so I was kind of skeptical of the car's condition for when it arrived, and it surprised me. I was pleasantly surprised and quite happy. So yeah, this is the long-awaited R34 video, and that's it. I'm probably going to do, you know, a different video as well to go along with this one, but you saw it. It's an R34. It's in BC. Living large. Anyways, take care, guys.